Hello hackers, welcome back. This is Rogue SMG and today we'll do some more recon on our target. So let's get cracking. Previously what we did is find out some subdomains, sorted out the live ones from those subdomains, sorted out the web domains from those subdomains, did some port scannings and did some directory brute forcing on those subdomains. But still we do not have any information about our target, like what infrastructure the target is using or what technologies are being used on a particular domain. Now you might ask that why do we need such information? Consider this example that the target is using PHP as the backend and is hosted or is using an Apache server. Now since you know that the server is using Apache and PHP in the backend, you will definitely not try ASP payloads or .NET payloads or anything specific to IIS server as well, right? So let's just say it helps us get more confined idea about the target, which will greatly reduce our work and prevent us from firing random payloads and trying ASP payloads as well on PHP websites, which completely makes no sense and is just a waste of both our time and resources. Now let's just do a quick recap. These are the things which we found last time as we discussed. Now, as you might have guessed, there are quite some many tools which will help us find whatever technology stack or whatever infrastructure is being used by a particular domain or particular company. But any tool as of now mostly and most generally looks at two places to gather information about infrastructure and the technologies being used. The first one is response headers. Let's say the server being used is Apache. Now in the response for any request which you fire at the server appends a header named server which it says that the value is Apache. So now we know that the server being used is Apache. It might or it might not reveal the actual or exact version of Apache, but most of the times it tells us that the server being used is Apache or maybe Microsoft IIS or whatever it is. That's one thing. Second one is cookies. Now if the server is using JSP or is based on Java or .NET, there might be a cookie called JSessionID. And if the server is using PHP, there might be a cookie named as PHP session ID or PHP sess ID, something like that. So these are the two basic places by which we can determine what the server is using. And now let's look at some tools for the same thing. And there are two most widely used or the most famous tools for gathering information about the infrastructure and the technologies being used are WhatWeb and BuiltWith. So let's look at WhatWeb first and let's see what its GitHub has to say. Now WhatWeb is the next generation web scanner. It says WhatWeb identifies website. Its goal is to answer the question, what is the website? It recognizes web technologies including CMS, blogging platforms, static pack analytics packages, JavaScript libraries, etc. 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 I'll post the link in the description. You can check it out for yourself. Now basically it does the same thing which we discussed. It tells us if the server is using any CMS like WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, etc. Okay, enough talking. Let's try this on Dell itself. Now WhatWeb Dell.com. There might be a redirect. See, it will by default follow any redirect 301 or 302 redirects until it finds the 200 OK or any 403 or 401 error. Until then it will try to dig into or follow the redirects up to a certain point, and you can play around with all the switches for the tool. You can find it in the GitHub repository. Now see, it tells us 301 moved permanently, the country United States, HTTP server, it's big IP server, its IP address and the redirect location. Basically all that the headers have to say. Now it redirected to https dell.com. Now it's a 302 redirect. The cookie, these are the cookie names, the country, server is Microsoft IIS 8.5, the version as well, IP address, again maybe another header for the server, the redirect location, and it also says that there are some uncommon headers you can check out, like X ARR server, X Akamai AR policy, and by this we can assume that the server is using Akamai as a WAF, and then it finally redirects to dell.com, which is a 200 OK response.
These are its cookies. This is the country, uses HTML5, it uses some Kestrel server, its HTTP only flag is this, IP address, meta generator, the title of the site, and common headers.
So you get the idea, right? These are all the information which you can find by using WhatWeb. And you can also provide our previously found list of subdomains with
WhatWeb -I, if I'm not wrong, is for the list of targets. Yeah, -I is for the list of targets. Now web domains -log.
Now it will work on each and every subdomain on the list, try to find the information about everything and save it in a file named as whatweb.txt as we just specified. Let's just keep it running in the background. Now the second one is built with. WhatWeb was like a framework or a tool you can say, and built with is a web-based application. So you can just directly enter name of a particular website, or if you want to gather information about a single subdomain and you are not much of a console guy, which is highly unlikely considering you are a hacker or you want to be, get familiar with that command line please. Anyways, if you still are a visual guy, here you can just enter anything, let's say the hackerspace.com. Hopefully we do not find anything sensitive here. Now you can see that it tells everything,
that it uses Google Analytics, it uses the widget, it's using Monster Insight, Ultimate Social Media, WordPress plugin. By this you can just say it's using WordPress. It also tells the frameworks which it uses, PHP, Shapely, is it compatible with mobile, the CDN it uses, payment gateway or payment methods or anything related to payment if it's being used in the system, the CMS, JavaScript libraries and functions, basically everything which you might find on a target.
Now this is very helpful for us hackers. The more information we have about our target, the more likely is for you to find bugs on it, and the more helpful it is for you to be very specific towards your target and not wander around like blindly firing payloads, anything. If it's a PHP site, firing ASP payloads on that as well. If it's an IIS server, trying exploits for Apache, which doesn't even make any sense. That is why we just found out what are the technologies being used by the server. So that's it for this video guys. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. If there's anything else, mention down in the comments below. Let's learn together. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.